Alright, been learning some new cool tricks. I dig it. I definitely dig it. This show is explicit. If you are under the age of 18, please get the fuck on out of here. Thank you. This message is brought to you by Kabuna. Kabuna, Kabuna, Kabuna.
JK on the track.
Thank you for listening. Thank you for your patience. And figure out all this tech stuff. It's not that easy, But, I get there. And I've been learning some cool tricks. And, maybe I'll share some of that with you. Thanks for listening. Yeah, that's right. I did a whole bunch of recordings of really funny, ridiculous stuff. And I just kind of added them into this thingy. And I can just press on astrology. And I can do that kind of stuff. And so, I got sound effects. Oh my god, I got sound effects. That's ridiculous. Oh no, it's the Hawaiian state fish. The If you don't know how to say that, you can't be a kapahuna kahuna. Right? Kapahuna. I hear that all the time. I hear kapawada, kapahana. It's like, come on, dude. It's not that hard. There's only one word that, really, it's sounds at all like that in the Hawaiian language that everybody knows of. Right? Kahuna. Everybody knows how to pronounce that. I think people are just fucking assholes. I think. And racist too. Generally. They think it's funny. Everybody thinks that kind of shit is funny. It's really immature. I don't know. You don't go up. Sure. Who goes up to the black dude and then starts saying really stupid racial kind of jokes, right? The immature idiot, right? But that's how it goes. And since being an islander, that's the most minority of all minorities. Right? I think, oh, alright, now it's my chance. Okay, cool, I can do it. I can be the dumbass. Excuses. I don't know. I'm just bitching. But, I've probably done that once or twice. Yeah, no, I know I have. So it's whatever, really. But yeah, no, in any case, it's neither here nor there. And I've got some cool tech I'd like to share. The first one being, actually, is the most undervalued, I think, and I want to go over this a bit. See, GoDaddy, it's the most, it's the number one largest, and the number one chosen domain seller in the world. Everybody knows about GoDaddy. And it's highly undervalued. I think the reason for that is because their site is pretty fucking complex. It's kind of hard. It's a maze. I will not lie about that. They did not do it easily or make it easy on anybody. But, they have really funny things that, can be utilized and people don't even know. I think the number one thing is the GoDaddy Pro membership. And you see, when you use that, now you get access to all kinds of things. One of them is where you can hook up your website, any website. I mean, you could technically kind of just put like a website up there from anywhere. It does. You don't even have to have it hosted with GoDaddy, and you can measure all the analytics. You can run SEO tests and all that, and all that shit's free. In fact, they even gave all of their. They used to have like a whole bunch of stuff that you could like buy, and it would be like an extra buck or two a month, right? Well, actually, they just said fuck it, and they gave it all for free. If you get a GoDaddy Pro membership, then you can utilize all that. And as far as it goes with that, I think you can do that with all of. I think you can keep doing that infinitely. Like I think you can just keep adding websites. So that's kind of cool. Now I know people are probably like, "Oh, but why would I do that? I don't have hella websites." Like um, here's the thing. Like, uh, okay, websites. I'm not going to say that they're free, but they are. But they're not. Right? It's technical. Like there's ways to get free websites. There are not very good ones, and you cannot choose your own domain. You might be able to change your subdomain name and put it to whatever, or maybe like something at the end. That's how it goes. But if as far as it goes with your own domain, it's not so easy with that. Ucraft supposedly. Now I went through a couple of blogs. It said that Ucraft does allow that free membership plan, having the ability to put on your domain name, your own domain name. But I don't know. I went on this site. I tried to do it. I couldn't do it. I mean, I couldn't figure it out. The thing just said it just gave me the options for two plans, and well, that was a no go. Maybe there is a way. Somebody could tell me. That'd be cool. Other than that, but with GoDaddy, now if you get a pro membership, right, and then you go and you go to I think resources, right, right, right. You go to resources under your pro membership part of the website. There's a little part where you can get any.com for $1. Yeah, that's right. That means that even if it's worth 4,000 bucks, you can buy it for one. Not even that. 99 cents. That's what it is. 99 cents for the first year, you know. After that, it's generally most dot coms are like 20 bucks a year or something, which ain't that bad. If memory is correct about it, I think it was a lot more before. I'm not too sure. But yeah, no, I love GoDaddy. I only fuck with the best. Only fuck with the best. Wix is dope, sure, whatever the fuck, whatever with them. They're expensive and they charge ridiculous amounts for a lot of shit, but they are more user friendly. I will say that when it comes to uh, website builder. Oh, right, I'm automatically assuming everybody knows. So when you use GoDaddy, what you want to do, you don't want to use their builder at all. Fuck that shit. What you want to do is you want to use their managed WordPress. And a lot of people do, and there's a good reason for that. It's because it's dope. It's fucking dope. You've got an access to thousands and thousands of plugins for free. For free. Thousands of themes for free. And, if you're like me and that still isn't enough, then you want to go with Envato. Envato is dope. Envato. Envato, what that lets you do is you got your membership plan, right? And you can download. It's basically the same thing as the managed WordPress with GoDaddy. Uh, you can download anything there. There's so much shit. There's all kinds of shit. It's a fucking. Just go and check it out. Otherwise, if you don't get the membership though, like each thing is like 30, 40, $200, depending what it is. Like, like you can go and like, there's really cool shit. And like, if you're like, oh, I just want to buy this one thing though, it's gonna be expensive. The cool thing about it though is that you're not just buying from Envato. You're actually buying from the developers that host their stuff there. If you're a creator of any digital product, whether it's music, video, images, it's got to be high quality pixels though. Uh, yeah, website themes, anything, apps and shit. I'm sure. I think I saw some templates for apps there. I gotta recheck that, but don't quote me on that. But I'm pretty sure. And plugins, anything really. Video templates, all kinds of stuff. You can go and you can sell your product up there, and it's pretty cool. I dig it. Now, I do think that the whole digital selling of a digital product is kind of it's so. I mean, because like you got on the one hand, like it's just right there. It's infinite. It can duplicate infinite times. It's like not fair. Dude can like, you know, create some and then like get bank off of it for the rest of his life. That's what we imagine. It's not so much how it really is, though, right? Is it? Because yeah, on the other hand, the person puts in work. We put in work, and I think that's the most saddest thing when it comes to the current age is that we do. We put in a lot of work and we put in a lot of effort into things, and it's generally not appreciated. I mean, look at everybody. What's that saying? God created man with two ears and one mouth for a reason. And look at that. Look at what's going on. I mean, nobody's even paying attention to shit. We're all just trying to talk. It's annoying. It's like, fuck. There's no teamwork there. It's ignorant. It's chaos. And it's immature. I said before, and I'll say it again, is that you can always tell the awoken. Because the awoken are more so trying to collaborate with others. Of course, they probably, just like I have, been more downtrodden lately because I mean lately year wise, not like specifically now-ish lately, but I mean the past 2 years have been pretty hectic when it comes to faith and trust and and people having it for each other, and that sucks. It really does. I like to say that a lot of the instances to where we lack fluent communication has completely everything to do with faith in each other. I mean, if you think about it, think of your last relationship. What happened, right? What happened with the arguments? When did everything go wrong? I think most of it, half of it at least, comes to us misinterpreting another person and believing that their intent is less than it really is. And that's an insult. That's an insult. You know what I mean? Like, imagine, like, somebody that you, like, really love and trust and admire, like, you find out that they think that you would do something less than who you are. And they think that your intent is crap, or that you intend to, like, harm them, you know? That would hurt, right? And it does. And well, now imagine this. Imagine if they also didn't tell you. And what if they took action on that belief? That would really suck, wouldn't it? Well, actually, you can look at it and flip it around to yourself, and it works both ways. And this happens in every relationship. I'd like to say. I mean, it doesn't always happen, but the circumstance comes up to where it's allowed for, to where it's a temptation, to where it's a thing that could happen, and we're tested like that. Now, yeah, you might say like, oh, you might not be religious or spiritual or none of that, or not believe in any of that. That's fine. You know, let's just use the word tested as a metaphor. You know, because it doesn't have to be literally tested by anything, but the circumstance does come up. So therefore, we could apply it to where just imagine it as a test for you, put on by yourself. Because don't you want to be somebody greater than that? I mean, of course, we want to be greater than that because we don't want to live in a world where we're wrongfully accused and shunned and attacked for, but well, from others that think that something illusional that isn't true. And we don't want to live in that world, so we cannot be that world. It's such a simple concept, but like on so many levels, we're hypocrites. I was writing something last night. I'll give it a read for you. It's kind of humorous. It's kind of ashewless, but it's really good. I think it is. I think it's dope. If I had the chance, I would submit it to the uh, whatever, to the White House, to the world, everything, universal, everything. I would submit this to like the alien organization that runs shit for the whole galaxy. I would do a speech on it proudly, but I don't know if I'd be able to do it and not laugh. That's the thing, cause you gotta not laugh when you're doing your jokes. Man, it's more funny. Give me 1 second. Let me pull this up. All right, I'm back. I got it. It is up and running. Well, it's not running. It's in draft, and I'm not gonna tell you where I'm gonna post it because I like to just kind of post stuff at random places in the corners of the internet. I mean, I'm not like it's not like I'm hiding any Kapahuna anything. I would love for you to Google it because Kapahuna is everywhere. You put slash and then Kapahuna at the end of any URL, domain, you're probably gonna find me. I should say us. Excuse me. There are kahunas, kapahuna kahunas. Yeah, kapahunas kahunas. Yeah. Well, actually, what I'm doing is I'm advertising this podcast. Where? You would have to find it, but you don't really have to find it because you're gonna listen to what I put right here. It's real funny. I dig the heck out of it. I put that picture with the bubble and the little fairy-like people, right? Because it's star seeds. Like, what the fuck is that, right? It's basically same shit. All right, now put SAS, star seeds, and savant syndrome. Oh, I should probably mention, savant syndrome is a event that happens when a person suddenly is able to do something amazing, like paint beautiful paintings or play piano out of nowhere. And actually, the first one I mentioned, that's what my dad suddenly had out of nowhere. And then the second one, the piano thing, that's something I went through actually. Back in 2016, suddenly I was able to play a song, just one, but I can play it pretty good. And yeah, just out of nowhere. Hidden talents that maybe just are in the soul memory, I guess, or channeled. I don't know. Anyways, star seeds and savant syndrome. Sure, sure. Sounds like some kind of sleeper cell type thing. Joke's on us, though, because we're the ones who have yet to wake up. Starseeds. What a ridiculous notion, right? Not so much. Hundreds of thousands of people around the world have taken to joining online groups of all sorts talking about just this. Naturally, the journalist shies away from delving into such murky waters in self-preservation. And just as naturally, that's irresponsible of a choice to choose. As just as a void was left open, yellow journalism and complete insane-sounding niches have popped up all over the market, left and right. Now, in spiritual acceptance of all kinds, we must respect their choices to believe they choose to believe what they choose to believe. But a line must be drawn in the sand. Social responsibility needs to become a thing. Corporate responsibility needs to become a thing. Who's to blame? Who's to blame? I would ask who's to blame for anything at all, when no responsibility was had in the first place. Such acts in this circumstance would be like kids playing with, well, dangerous chemicals. Sure, they might have poisoned the whole family, but can you really blame them? Kids will be kids, and they had no idea what they were doing, and probably don't know the day of the week or where they even are half the time anyways. This is referring to those corporations that do poison us. Yeah. An irresponsible person who's known as that cannot be blamed for being irresponsible. That becomes on us. And the responsible ones who step up to be that mature, you know, or have fun eating who knows what from your everything they made you for lunch. Which who knows? Is a cup of noodles? I don't know. I'm not mocking. Hey, I live that life too. Lots of us do. You'd be surprised. I put a little quote here. Oh, how sweet. Dineurotripomethyltryptophan-hydrochloraphopotamus yeah, I threw a hippopotamus in there. Site 45. Thanks, Billy. How'd you know that's what I was craving? I put a note there too. This is an on-the-spot made-up chemical name, and then any resemblances to any actual chemicals would be nothing short of a miracle, or ironically horrifying show of subconscious recollective capabilities, giving a shout-out and cry for help to take note of. But I doubt that. Alright, here we go. As long as there is a chemical formally registered by the FDA as a neurotoxin, then withdrawn and claimed not to have been registered as a neurotoxin, and also being approved by them to be in toothpaste and water, as far as I'm concerned, no corporate nor government official is mature enough to be considered as substantially responsible. Yeah, I should read that again. It probably was confusing. I'm referring to fluoride, by the way. As long as there is a chemical formally registered by the FDA as a neurotoxin, then withdrawn and claimed not to have been registered as a neurotoxin, then also being approved by them to be in toothpaste and water, as far as I'm concerned, no corporation nor government official is mature enough to be considered as substantially responsible. See, everybody's just standing around doing nothing. Anybody in a high-ranking position in a business establishment could stand up. I don't care what it is, who it is. It doesn't even have to be their fucking niche at all. At all. It's the human race we're talking about here, and it's the community. I wouldn't give a fuck if it was in a different country. That don't make a difference. you should give a fuck. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Is I give a fuck so much I don't give a fuck. I give a fuck where it's proper. You know, I don't have those bullshit excuses. All right, so listen to this hilarious effort at being sincere while still being politically correct by Snopes. Now, yeah, this is Snopes. Studies, even ones published in prestigious journals, do not themselves declare or classify anything as a neurotoxin. Government organizations, using published research and other data, make determinations about a chemical's danger and regulate it accordingly. You see, this is funny because Snopes is they're sneaky. They're sneaky. I could tell that the writer has a soul. See what they do in that article, which I do cite, which everybody should do. Cite everything. Everything should lead back to source. Duh. That's how you know how to find the truth. It leads back to source. Right. Anyways, so in this article, the Snopes author, he does do the politically correct and self-saving, uh, you know, action of stating how there is no registered, currently, evidence that shows that fluoride is a neurotoxin. Registered, mind you. You see, but he puts in right here that that's not the job of prestigious journalists, companies even. We cannot do that because the classification of those kind of things come from the government and government organizations. That's who has the right to classify a thing. Isn't that a bitch? So here we go. Here's Harvard University. This is from Harvard. In a meta-analysis, researchers from Harvard School of Public Health and China Medical University in Shenyang for the first time combined 27 studies and found strong indications that fluoride may adversely affect cognitive development in children. It might, but hey, that's just a might. Let's just still consume it, right? Oh, it might be poisonous. Let's continue drinking it anyways and selling it just in case we're wrong. Hey, that makes sense. Why is it important to even put it in public water and toothpaste to begin with? Why? Logically, why? I mean, this is like one of the denials thing. Like, that's a fucking pretty good question, I'd ask. Why is it so damn important? You know? See, the thing is that the way that the fuckery gets about is because automatically by asking that question, anybody that would be in denial would say, "Oh no, that guy's just a fucking tinfoil hat wearing motherfucker," you know, for asking that question. But it's a good question, and that's a way to project without actually asking it yourself, right? Because we do have to ask, why is it important to put it in there? It's not. It doesn't mean that there's some fucking organization that's out to kill us. It just means that people are fucking greedy. And all it takes is one greedy rich asshole. Or one evil. I shouldn't say evil. I don't really truly believe in evil. I just believe in stupidity. One truly stupid motherfucker who's spiteful. All he has to do is have the money and the spite in the moment, and it could be done. It does not take a freaking conspiracy. It doesn't. It just takes that simple thing right there, and blam, it happens. We don't. Doesn't mean we get lost in it. Do you know where fluoride comes from? Like, that's disgusting. Fucking some of that shit's still radioactive and shit. Fluoride, it's a byproduct from when you, what do you call it? No, I don't have my research in front of me right now, so I can't. I should stop talking about it. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. research it yourself, find out yourself, because you got to be able to cite everything, and I can't do it right now. I don't have my anything up. I should though. I should get it and put it in here. So I put can we just not? Thanks. Now I grew up with a clear understanding of these things. The generations before me were brave forerunners of truth-seeking, self-sacrificing, and overall sane, rebellious hippies. The insanity is the myopic-sighted, fear-based, self-reserved, and selfish-minded common narcissist, more quick to take a cheap shot at the vulnerability of the already triggered, but for rightful cause, hippie. This not only means we have to take a second look at our grammar lessons with an untainted eye, but a sober look at our responsibility as a common citizen. Oh, also a more wise and strategic look at how we can handle these issues. Through history, we've used brute caveman ethics to handle our debates. I suggest a more sincere and authentic approach, one where fear gets diminished on all sides, and blame is not the goal nor crucible to achieve desired result. What if we were to take a positive course of action towards solving and healing the root issues of all sides? Not about blame. Let me say that again with that crucible and the goal not being to blame. One where fear gets diminished on all sides. Fear getting diminished on all sides, right? And blame is not the goal, nor crucible to achieve desired result. You get that? You get that? Because as we blame, it solves nothing. It's an excuse to pin everything wrong on a person while the thing and the instance and the theme of the whole reason what we're complaining about still recurs and still goes on. It doesn't solve anything. The fucking thing still goes on. We keep arresting people for shit, and it still happens. You have to cure it at the root. And as we do not look at that, as we do not try to face that, we choose. We are choosing to keep it going. Well, I don't choose that. So I don't know about you, but I'm down to solve it at the root. Is that not what we claim to want? To solve the issues that underlie the inefficiencies and corruptions that plague us economically, politically, socially, and individually? I know denial runs thick in excuse-based projections, so since I don't want any reversion happening by the readers into the old mental patterns of the immature-natured whoever's, I'll use bulleted numbers. 1. Can it be logically denied that if we want those things, then we should handle it at its root? Can it? 2. If the blame game policy does not work, historically has not worked, and the root of issues aren't getting solved while we participate in the blame game dynamic, should we participate in it at all, instead of approaching the matter in a sincere and compassionate, caring manner? An effort to heal all aspects, from the individual level up. Now, there's risk involved. You might get a bruised ego. Yeah, we all might get bruised egos when we, humble ourselves. It might happen. I don't know if it's worth it to you or not. Um, I'm being a dick right now. Yeah, sure, but that's because I'm humble as fuck. I'm hella humble. It's ironic, but it's true. That's how I know these things and can see these things and not be in denial of them. Okay, so the potential benefits: peace, trustworthy and valued officials, trustworthy and honored corporations, socially comfortable and healthy living for all individuals, healthy relationships. That would be an outcome. You know, it's not about the blame; it's about the healing. Number three, can any be considered at all as even citizens of any community, or if our underlying ideology and ideal is systematically on every level against the well-being of the whole, and inhumane to the common individual in humanity, can we consider them part of the community? I wrote that a little weird, but I think the message still gets through. I should probably recheck that. Anyways, and should such be held as esteemed and responsible in action to command the deliverance of any certain item, portionable resource, or service, if the health and fair well-being of the individuals receiving such are indisputably last priority of the given entity in comparison to the entity's sacrifice of mild discomforts, small money claims, their worries, uh, shame of bruised ego, and fear-based reasonings? It's a good question. Before answering any, I'd like you to take a look at this link below, and I'm not, it's just what I say, but it's a link that basically the article says right here. Although fluoride may cause neurotoxicity in animal models and acute fluoride poisoning causes neurotoxicity in adults, very little is known of its effects on children neurodevelopment. Yeah, that's I'll, I'll just give the main domain ncbi.nlm.nih.gov uh, .gov. I might as well say the rest. Yeah, /pmc/article/pmc 34919930. Yeah, and yeah, that's the government there saying yes, fluoride ingested causes neurotoxicity in animals. And, if it's a lot of fluoride poisoning, it does cause neurotoxicity in adults, yes. But we don't know if it does it in children. That's what it's saying right there. That's some shit. But, okay, remember this is not a blame game. We cannot approach this blamingly. We get nowhere by trying to attack the people in charge of this when the people very well are all stuck in the dynamics of the social, economic, corporatocracy-based individuality spectrum of the human drama, simply trying to survive in harmony within a system predominantly reflective of the cancer cell mentality. We must simply look at the evidence in order to see the truth in all matters, unbiased, unveiled, compassionately, and with aims towards authentically solving the actual issues. Now, if ready and answers for the above have been internalized, I'd like to offer my own, and we can compare and work together to heal the wounded psychological mind frame of our profoundly sick society, to quote Krishnamurti in his famous quote, a well-adjusted person, a person well-adjusted to a profoundly sick society is by no measure a, I think, reference of a healthy mind. I think that's what he said. It's loosely translated. I mean, quoted. So, my opinionated answers for number one, yes, it can be logically denied. With the question, I'll say it again. Can it be logically denied that if we want those things, then we should handle it at its root? Now, this is where I get intense, alright? Yes, it can be logically denied. Everything can be denied with logic. As when it comes to values in humanity, it's a circular diagram. This means every single value one could hold as their personal valued and respectively chosen ideology has an equal opposite value that the other would specifically be blind to. I've invented a representative of the full aspect of human emotional stances and experiential possibilities based on value systems and directional resources. That value system will causally interpret another emotionally prospectively drawn point of reference from any one point to another's and have posted an image of it below. And there's an image. I say I'm very proud of it. did not steal it from me. I call it Thee Schmodee-schmack. Yes. It's a circle with 12 numbers on it, 4 different colors. They all shine together. Yeah, there's whiteouts on different parts for effect. Don't worry about that. Uh, this image was gotten off of it's a bunch of, the circle itself. It came from a Creative Commons thing. So don't worry about that. It's just the numbers are all me. Same with the coloring. It's tough. So I call it the Schmodee-schmack. It works as a series of aspectable perspectives, given any one emotional foundation as its anchor to self-individuality at any given moment, dependent and interactive with all the rest, to the degree of orb, it's quote-unquote, it would be perceiving of the other angle. Starting with number 1, we shall call number 1 Larry, and in consecutive order. You have Larry, Boris, Clementine, Spencer, Leonardo da Vinci, Pedro, LeBron James, Diablo, Samantha Legayes, El Capitan de la Corn, Econodarius, and the last one, Pie is Cheese. Yeah, Pie is Cheese. Right, it's a pretty good one, I think. It's just names, whatever, right? They came to me. I don't know. It was channeled or something. No idea where it came from at all. But yeah, it's a diagram, and it's definitely never been used before, ever. Fucking, I think I could probably patent this. I think I could, and then sue all astrologers for basically looking like my shit. I wonder if they've got patents on the actual zodiac. Has anybody patented the zodiac? Because my Schmodee-schmack is it's actually a practical thing. I can use it to apply emotions and perspectives, and I can look at it through any different direction and give a good sense of what results would come from each perspective. Yeah, I might, utilize astrology a bit, but if they don't have their shit patented, then I could patent my shit and then fucking, blam. I mean, yeah, sure, people might have patented programs and shit, but the actual zodiac, what about that? Maybe I could just go and fucking patent that too. Nobody's got around to it. I will sue everybody and be fucking super rich. Oh shit, did I say that? Oh shit. Nobody listens to this shit anyways. If you did, you better give me a percentage. Okay. Alright, well, it's all good, fun, games, yada yada. Thank you for joining me. I hope you liked that. I hope that was fun. You have a good day now. Bye bye.
Kapuna, kapuna, kapuna.
What? Kapuna?
Astrology.
I love that.
JK on the track.
And now, an ad from Dad.
All right, save money on car insurance when you bundle home and auto with Progressive. Can I take these off? All right. What is this? This looks good. Wow, that's well made. Where did you get this? I'm talking to you with the hair. Yeah, where did you get this? It's good stuff. That's solid. That's not veneer, that's solid stuff.
Progressive can't save you from becoming your parents, but we can save you money when you bundle home and auto. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Discounts not available in all states or situations.